Hello Aries, welcome to your love reading. This is for the new moon period of October through into November. This is a reading for the Aries collective, for you and your person. So take it as it resonates to your relationship. Some of the information can be interchangeable, but I will go through each person as well. Please don't forget to subscribe if you want notifications for this reading and for my general monthly reading. I also do daily updates and various other things on Instagram, so you can follow me on there. All the links are in the drop-down box below. I work with the goddess cards, astrological guidance, and destiny cards. If you would like a private reading, please go to my website, also in the drop-down box below, and all the information is on there and we can connect from there. Okay, let's see if we can get a reading for you now. Okay, so this is going to be for yourself. This is for your person. There we go. These want to come out. So now we've got for the situation, and then we have for the advice, and then for the potential, and then this we'll put as the bottom of the deck. Mother Mary, expect a miracle. Okay. Let's get some astrological guidance for you now. 9th house. Okay, so you've just got to sit tight, I think, in your situation. Just focus on your internal guidance and your faith and everything to do with that. I'll go into more detail with the house as well. So this applies to you and your person, whoever that person may be in your life. We've got Sagittarius, I see, coming through. So this person, a person is going through quite a big expansion, it looks like to me. Opening their mind, getting a big picture, looking at things with a much broader perspective. Maybe preparing for some sort of adventure. Okay, 8th house. So some cycles changing for you here. Air element communication, so going to be hugely important. This is part of your advice section. Let's get one more card from here. And we've got Pluto transformation. And Aphrodite, inner goddess. So a lot of self-care required at this time in preparation, I feel. Bottom of the astrological deck is first house, the body. So I would say overall that you are needing to focus on your self-care, your inner self, and you just need to pace yourself a little bit at this time, and get your body ready in various ways. This can be a fitness regime, or it can be perhaps an appearance change, or perhaps, it's about enhancing your energy, your life force. And this can apply to both of you, or one of you, or to the situation in general. So this is about priming yourself, I feel. Your energy, your outlook, your chi, if you want to call it that, your vitality, it's your appearance, and also what you're projecting to other people as well at this time, how they are seeing you, how they are perceiving you. So what you project outwards is what is going to be reflected back to you at this time. This is also about, as I said, general care of yourself, your body, but it's also about your interests and your own interests and your hobbies. So all of that may be coming up. It's influential in some way. So we'll see how that all comes up. Let's just do a destiny card. This one wants to come. Let's do that. Sensitivity. Okay. So this is, I feel, overall, it's important for you at this time because you've got the Nementona card, which is about your sacred space. You've got sensitivity here. You've got the boundaries card. And you've also got the first house. And you've got inner goddess Aphrodite. So I feel that at this time, one or both of you is going through, obviously through the ascension process. We all are. And naturally, that makes you much more sensitive to everything that's going on around you. This can be noise, to people, to media, to situations, to just in general, it can also be to substances. You may be thinking about, changing your diet or, rearranging your diet or just improving that in some way. But it's also being sensitive to toxins and the allergies may be showing up. And it's just general sensitivity. Things get heightened when you're in this process. And that is why it's saying that you need to be thinking about self-care. Just focus on that at this time. So for you, you're coming across with a Nemetona sacred space and ninth house. So your person could also be seeing you in this light as well. They could very well be seeing you as a person who's a highly intuitive and who is adventurous and expansive in their adventurous, but also likes to explore, whether it's in the mind or physically. So you may be coming across as that. You may be coming across as very, very intuitive and wise, and also somebody who's seeking truth and so on. So it's the search for meaning. Education and study also can come in with this, and also belief systems. So your person may be perceiving you as being very much in touch with all of that at this time because you've got Nementona sacred space. So her message is create an altar or visit a power place to connect with the divine. So I feel you need to do this at this time just because of the way the cards are at this time. So this is about creating your own sacred space. You need to do this internally or you can do it externally, so you can create a place in your environment which is sacred for you, whether it's a desk like this or some sort of place which has got all your things that you like and enjoy. But it can also be visiting a sacred place. So all of that may come in for you. But it really is about going within this relationship and listening to your intuition, following your guidance, and staying on the path that is right for you and pursuing your actual internal goals, your intuitive goals. And there may be some study involved. Perhaps you do need to study something at this time, or it could be, a sort of religious situation or a belief system. It can also be the law or legalities. Maybe you're in the midst of that at this time. But I do feel it's about building up your sacred space, your internal space, so that it's strong, so that it's cleansed, so that you're rested. And it's also about harnessing your own intuitive ability and connecting to the divine, which is what this is about. Connecting to the divine, following your guidance. Depending on your relationship situation, everybody that is in a relationship is going to be needing to do that. But it's especially pertinent at this time in the world. Listening to your inner guidance, following the signs, and so on. It can also be that travel may be coming up for you. This can be long distance travel or international travel. So that is maybe very much involved with your situation right now. And it can also, or you may be thinking about that, or you may be wanting to do that at some point as part of your relationship. Perhaps you and your person don't live close to each other. This can also bring in connections with foreign things or foreign people or just foreign countries. So you may be thinking about that, traveling to your person, or you may just be, it's part of your relationship, that you have some distance between you. So that can also be pertinent at this time. Then your person is, it's saying that your person is actually a magical person. Now you could be seeing them in this light at this time as well. So this is saying that this person that you're involved with, or that you want to be involved with, so you could be at the very, very start of your relationship, or you could already be in a relationship with this person. Whatever your stage is, this is about them connecting to their own magic abilities, which can be, magic has kind of resurfaced again, but it really is about whatever is their affinity, whatever is their particular brand, or their particular way of doing things, or their sort of abilities and gifts, and their ways of manifesting things. So everybody has their own way of doing things, and this is what she's saying, Rhiannon Sorceress. You are a magical person who can manifest your clear intentions into reality. So I do feel with the Sagittarius IC card, this is about expansion. This is about seeing the bigger picture. There's also travel involved with this as well. But it's really, it's about adventure. It's about exploration. So this person may need to do this in some way. They may need to come and visit you, or you need to visit them. Or it could be that they need to see a bigger picture. They need to see beyond what it is that they are currently, busy with. So they may be planning things to expand, because this is about manifesting your clear intentions. So they need to be clear about what they intend. So, give them space to do that. Give them space to do that, to work on this, to bring this manifestation into being, because they have the ability, they have the know-how and the wisdom in order to do that. They may also need to spend a bit of time in nature, to connect with that beautiful, powerful, natural element. A full moon may be important for them at this time, but it really is connecting with their magical abilities, however that manifests for them. So it could be an affinity, or an ability, or a gift, or just some way that they make things happen in their lives, and they're now getting perhaps a wake-up call with that. Perhaps they're learning how to do that at this time. But with the Sagittarius card, as I said, it may involve travel. It can also be about perhaps they're learning something at this time, or perhaps their belief systems are getting a bit of an overhaul, and you may be influencing that at this time, because you have ninth house and because you have Nementona. This is already you. You are already in this space. So you may be having quite an impact on them from that point of view. They may be looking at things much more philosophically than they ever have. And this is because of your influence, your intuitive abilities, and just the energy that you're giving off. So they may be stimulated in that now. But it can also be about their own particular search for meaning and purpose, and the raising of their intuitive abilities as well. So they may be leveling up. They may be reaching to connect with you. This could be in the 5D. This could be in the dream state. Our dream state is, the more advanced you become on the ascension cycle, the more your dreams and your waking life kind of overlap, and your dreams don't become dreams anymore. It becomes an altered state that you are visiting. So, all of these things are coming in for you and for them. So it seems to mean that you are raising your connection to the divine, and the connection to the astral, and all of these other things. But the practical manifestation may be just a raising up of their own natural abilities. So it can be any of those things, but it certainly is. It's about the seeking of truth. So they maybe have done a lot of soul searching. Perhaps they've done a lot of soul searching, but this is about expansion. This is about finding the truth and meaning without. So they may be finding their truth, and maybe they need to speak their truth at some point, but this is about them exploring that and finding out what is right for them at this time and in your relationship. Then we have here for the situation, we've got past, independent, and we've got 8th house, endings and beginnings. So it seems that with your current situation, that there are cycles ending and cycles are beginning. And this can also be the regeneration or the renewal of something. So, that can be sort of, perhaps you had a connection before and now you are pulling that up again, or it is just a case of each of you or one of you is closing out cycles now in order to move forward into a new beginning, or it can be a birth of something or a rebirth of something. So it's that process that you go through. It's also the process of possibly coming together in a commitment. And this can be the joining together of your emotional and your material resources, and everything that goes with that. It's also the sexuality comes in very strongly with the 8th house, but it's also the finance house. So this is about long-term finance, and perhaps in order to make a commitment to each other, you have to rearrange your finances. Perhaps you have to look at things from a long-term basis, but it involves taxes, insurances, investments, taxing, sort of accounts and banking, things like that come in with this as well. But it's saying that bust independent, your independence is a foundation for your strength and success. So I feel that this may be from your point of view, that you need to maintain that whatever goes down in your relationship, whatever is happening in your relationship, whether you're in a committed one or now, or you are on the way to that, that you maintain your independence. Because this is important from an Aries point of view. It's important because you are a leader. You are the ideas person of the zodiac. So you initiate, you start. You grow things up. You put the idea out there, and others pick it up and take it forward. But you need to maintain your independence and your strength for your foundation. So bear that in mind when it comes to this rearrangement or the renewal of the situation, and work on your own finance, as I'm sure this person is as well, and so that you're prepared when it does come together, that you are actually in a position of strength. Then from the advice section, we've got Ishtar boundaries, and we've got air element communicating. Love yourself enough to say no to others' demands on your time and energy. So I feel this may also be just from external situations as well. So this is other people in your life, both of you, other people in your life. Perhaps they are, there are a lot of demands on your time and energy, and you're perhaps not spending enough time together, or you're not able to focus on your relationship as much as you would like. And this is why you have to put boundaries in. It could also be between you, depending on your situation. If you are together, and you are able to see each other, but it looks like there's distance here, or there's travel involved here. So it seems to me that you may just need to have time to yourselves or to yourself in order to focus on your relationship. And the air element communication is very, very important. So maintain your communication. Make sure that you are filtering out distractions and others who are pulling you off your particular path or your relationship, or connecting within to your relationship. You want to be able to do that. You don't want to be distracted by others' opinions, negativity, or drainage on your time and your energies, because whatever it is that you're working on, both of you, or within your relationship, if you're together, then you will need time to spend together in that relationship to actually work on it. But if you are apart for some reason, or you're not able to see each other as often as you would like, then the communication element is going to be doubly important for you. This is also the card of manifestation. It's also the card of air travel, and going to high places. So it may be worthwhile for either or one of you to be visiting high places at this time, to raise your perspective, to lift your energies up. And so, that may be going into nature, and that may be a sacred space for you, doing a mountain hike or something like that. But it is also air travel involved. So it certainly seems to me like there's some sort of travel situation within your relationship. But it is important that you don't allow others to distract you, or their negativity or their issues to influence you within your relationship, because that's sacred. Your relationship with this person is sacred, and you need to keep it sacred. I also feel with this as well, keep it quiet. What is going on with your relationship? I feel that this has come up before, And I feel it's important that you do that. Just keep it quiet, what your plans are, what you're thinking about, or what you would like to, to manifest for yourself. Just keep it sacred at this time. In the potential card, we've got Aphrodite, inner goddess, and we've got Pluto transformation. So you are definitely going through some major transformation, one or both of you, or the relationship is. And it's, as I said, it's like cycles turning. Things are changing. And with Pluto transformation, again, it's Pluto rules the 8th house. So you've got a lot of endings and beginnings energy, cycles that are closing out, chapters that are closing out, and new ones that are beginning. So you have the potential, both of you, to transform your lives in order to connect in a strong relationship, or to be together, or to revitalize your current relationship. If you are already committed to this person or in a relationship and you've been working through that, there's some sort of transformation that is occurring or can occur for both of you. And it could just be the transformations that are happening in the world and that it's impacting on you, or it could be within your actual relationship where you're going from one phase into another, one chapter into another. But there's normally a deepening with this, a deepening, a sort of a much stronger bond is being created, but some sort of transformation situation is going on. Things from the deep may be coming up as well. This could be old issues, it could be old information or old attitudes. Things may be rising up to the surface with Pluto as well. But certainly the transformation is very strong because it's mentioned a couple of times here. So that's important for you. And it's harnessing this transformative energy, which you're going to be, it's going to be important for you and your person. Harnessing the cycles of transformation. If you're already in a relationship, it can be the renewal or the regeneration of certain aspects of your relationship, or perhaps you are changing path, both of you, and moving forward in a new direction. So all of that comes in with this as well. Now with Aphrodite, inner goddess, this is awaken the goddess within you through dance, self-care, and appreciating your divinity. So you've already had the first house card come in here. So I feel this is about both of you connecting to the divine within yourself. This is about self-appreciation, self-care, looking after yourself, your health, your interests. Dance, enjoy a healthy lifestyle, your little creature comforts, and your sexuality. And as I said, Pluto does cover that as well, and so does the 8th house. So it's like self-care, appreciate your sexuality, and your connection to yourself, the love of yourself, the looking after of yourself within that relationship. Because if you're caring for yourself and doing everything for your self-care, then that will transmit into your relationship, and it will create a much more harmonious and loving relationship, because each of you have focused on yourself and your own sexual needs and your own self-care. And that can manifest in many different ways, whether it's eating healthily, sleeping well, exercising, or it could just be beautiful sea salt baths and rest and relaxation. It can be dancing, as I said, it can be beach walks, whatever is right for you, whatever is going to influence your inner goddess, whichever is going to nurture that. This is about nurturing yourself, but also your relationship. Nurture a relationship, and if you have to do it quietly, then that's what you must do. That is what his Nemotono is saying. Do this quietly. Keep this on the down low. And do all you can to nurture your relationship while you go through this transformation cycle. And what you do with this nurturing ability is going to transform the relationship as well. And I feel that you will transform each other. I feel that there are very powerful forces at work within your relationship, and you will have a great influence on each other. And your partner could also be seeing this in you, could also be seeing the inner goddess in you as well. But we all have an inner goddess, whether you're a male or a female. It's the god and the goddess, the balance of yin and yang, male and female, feminine and masculine. All of these things must be balanced. And there's both of you, and the relationship is in a transformational cycle. And self-care is top priority at this time, just to prepare yourself, I think, because it looks like there's travel on the cards. It's mentioned a few times here, so some sort of something is going to be initiated at some point. We've got Pluto transformation. It's got 11 there, so possibly November is important in this situation. November, December could be very, very important, but the seeds are going to be laid now. The seeds are going to be laid now. Then we've got, finally, Mother Mary, expect a miracle. Have faith that your prayers have been heard and are being answered. So this is, as I said, this is about going within. Your prayers, your affirmations, your connection to the divine, your nurturing of your relationship and of your desires within this relationship. And Mother Mary is letting you know that whatever you have prayed for, whatever you have requested, expect a miracle. So however this is going to manifest for you, it may not be exactly how you imagined it. That is why once you've made your request, then you let it go and let the universe deal with it, and just believe that it's coming back to you. But get busy with your self-care, with your own inner sacred work, and nurturing the relationship, being sensitive to what is going on around you, and withdrawing from others if you need to do that. And just wait for the miracle to manifest for you. Okay, Aries, I hope you enjoyed that. This is a very big month. Please take care. The energies are going to be very, very high in many, many ways. So the inner care and your sacred space and the sacred space within your relationship is going to be hugely important that you maintain that. So I wish you well and have a good month. I'll see you next time.